So it's coming to the end of the year, and at the end of the year, you either make or fail your Goodreads goal. And I have to tell you something. This year, I'm going to fail my Goodreads goal. I'm not even going to fail it by just a couple of books. Originally, I'd aimed to read something like 50 books this year. Quite a lot. I thought I could do it. Then, about halfway through, I realised I wasn't going to do it, so I changed it to 30. Today is the 29th of December, and I've only read about 21 out of 30 books. But the thing is, that's okay. Because first of all, I set myself an outrageous target. I could not, with all of my exams going on and just stress and uni prep and everything like that, I could not read just under a book a week. Especially when I'm reading quite, not difficult, but books that take a lot of time, non-fiction books, long books. But the thing is, what's wrong with your Goodreads goal is that it counts books rather than how much you're reading. Okay, bear with me. So, for example, I read a lot of articles. I read history articles, I read classics articles, and that's still reading. But I can't count it on my Goodreads. So theoretically, for all I know, I could have read equal amount to 30 books by now, but because we're counting how much we're reading in such an odd sort of way, in such a specific way, that we're discounting all of the other reading which we've done this year. And so I think it doesn't matter if you reach your Goodreads goal or not, because I don't think it matters how many books you read, or even how much reading you do, but surely it's more important to actually be reading, and be reading books that you enjoy, books that you understand, books that are worth the time it takes to go through them and really get the most out of them, because you can quickly speed read through 5 books in, say, a month, but alternatively, you could read one longer book in a month, but get so much more out of it and have a deeper understanding of it. People always brag saying, oh, I've read X many number of books this year, etc. As if it's the quantity, not the quality which matters. But I don't think that. I really think that what matters most is what books you are reading and what you are reading, rather than how much you are reading of it. This video doesn't really have much of a structure. I just kind of don't agree with the Goodreads challenge to a certain extent. Obviously, it's good to track how many books you read, and it's good to kind of ensure that you do read at all. But when it becomes competitive and people start, being like, oh, I read more books than you, that sort of thing, it takes away what's important about reading and just reduces it to a competition. So what am I going to do about it? I'm not sure, because what I like about the Goodreads challenge is that you can see how many books you're reading a year, just so you can keep track of them. So I don't want to dismiss it entirely. But at the same time, I don't want to have another year of where I'm constantly feeling like a failure because I'm not reaching that mark. Because that mark, reading, 50 books, is more important than the joy of reading. So that was my long-winded, rambly, kind of not really sure where it was going video on Goodreads. I just had a lot of thoughts about it, especially the Goodreads yearly challenge. Let me know what your thoughts on Goodreads are, especially the challenge, like I said. Don't forget to follow me on Goodreads to see how I go next year. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.